Good afternoon friends, this is Ruben Umar once again. I have come here to once again deliver you a lecture on a very important topic that is called campus to corporate. Many of us are there in the campus for the MBA program which is run by their institute. But during this program, one should try and understand that this program just gives you a theoretical background of what is happening around the world and around, especially when we are talking about the corporate companies. But it is very important for one to understand and know that the corporate demands a lot from the MBA students, and that is why I have come up with this series called Campus to Corporate. In this, I am going to deal with the basic point, that is communication. Now let's come to the fact that many of us are weak in communication, whereas communication is very important in a corporate life. Today we are going to understand how communication skills are to be developed, how communication skills are to be honed, and how they are to be practiced so that we will have an upper edge in the corporate world. Today we will try and understand what is the nature of communication. Let me tell you friends, communication exists wherever life exists, meaning there has to be a communication wherever there is a life. For example, dog is barking. We do not understand the language of the dog, but if you try and understand, if you see deeply, the owner understands that there is some robber or a thief at the gate because the dog is barking. So here another example I want to give you is that the mother is with the child and the child is crying. Now though the crying language of the child is not understood by the mother, but yet she tries to understand that the baby is either hungry or feeling sleepy or something is wrong with the baby. So here I want to make a point that communication occurs wherever life exists. Second important point is transmission of any meaningful message is communication. There is a party A and there is a party B. There has to be a communication which has to be understood by both the parties. The transmission of message from party A to party B is very important, and vice versa from party B to party A is very important in communication. Both the parties should understand what they are communicating, both the parties should know what they are communicating, they should know the gist of the communication, and at the end both the parties should understand what is communication. Now whether we recognize or not, we have no options but to communicate. Every day, whole day, we are communicating with so many people. Now here I want to bring to you a point which is very important. Communication plays a very important role in the corporate business. Today you are sitting in the class and understanding a lecture which is delivered by me, but tomorrow a time will come when you got to go into the corporate world, and wherever you are working at the level of managers or any other post, there is a time when you have to give a presentation, and that time communication is very important as to how you communicate your ideas, your thoughts to the other person. Communication contributes, the next point, to the success or failure of every human activity. It is only through communication that you will be successful. You may be having a good degree, you may be having a distinction, you may be having your marks are very fantastic, but that doesn't mean that you will be able to go through the interview. It is very important that you practice what the communication skills are into. It is only through communication that ideas, information, attitudes, emotions, etc. gets conveyed. Let's understand what is the definition of communication. The definition of communication as per Keith Davis, he defines communication as it is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another person. There are two aspects in this. First, it is a process of passing information. Today I am passing the information to you. I am the speaker and you are the listener. And not only that, the main definition of communication is understanding from one person to another person. This is what Keith David defines. There is another person who defines communication by Berliso and Steiner. They define communication as it is a transmission of information, it is a transformation of ideas, it is a transformation of emotions, skills, etc. used by words, symbols, pictures, files, graphics, etc. So this is just an introduction of communication. I just wanted to give you a sort of how this communication helps in the corporate life, because corporate life demands good communication skills, good presentation skills. In my series of lectures, henceforth we will be dealing with lot of communication skills, how to develop, what are the main ingredients of the communication skills, and how do you master the skills, practice the skills on a regular basis so that you will be an effective communicator. With this, I sign off and wish you a very happy lecturing and understanding through my series of lecture. Stay at home, be comfortable and protect yourself and your family from the coronavirus which is spread out. Thank you once again.